Look at this. This is a monkey that I gave the Shadow Hands enchantment to. Over the next 100 days, I'll be taming all types of animals just like this guy and giving them enchantments that grant them special abilities. From giant bees that trap enemies in bubbles to gorillas with psychic powers, I will raise an army of the strongest animals. And in the end, my army and I will defeat the Void Worm, a terrifying boss born from the void itself. But before we can do that, we gotta start on day one. Well, first let me cover attempt one. Made a world, explored the sea, tamed this giant grasshopper and rode it around, tamed a kangaroo too. It was a great seed, but come day four, I made the mistake of reading. So on actual day one, I chose the Beastmaster Origin. This let things that I tamed get extra buffs, which was perfect. I spawned in a tree, saw this big bird, then I gathered wood and got up to stone tools. My spawn didn't have any food nearby, so I started to explore to find some. I feel like there'd be a boss up there, and I don't really want to figure out if I'm right or not, because there's mob spawners anyways. All right, well, we can't go over there. Yeah, so I had this mod that added bosses to like any dungeon that has chests. It was not a guarantee by any means, but the ones that I spawned near didn't seem to care. However, I did find one towards the end of day one that I wanted to try my luck with. Wow, that does look like a lot of loot though, right? Like, just look at that. Yo, golden carrots, potion ingredients, spiders, and there's zombies. Maybe we'll come back later. I needed a place to live now. I wanted a place to store all my pets whenever I tamed them, so I went to find one. I ran through hordes of mobs that were all exploding and shooting at me, but I didn't die. Somehow. Also, check out this achievement. When the stew is sus. I don't think that's vanilla, but if it is, it's pretty much the best advancement in Minecraft. Right after that, I found a gorgeous spot to live. This flat, open redwood with these cool rocks all over. It had sheep too, which I could farm for wool, which I needed a ton of later. Right now, I needed a bed, so I mined some iron, sheared some sheep, and then I made one. I would also need more food for future tames, so I set up a farm. Then I needed a lot of stuff, so I set out to get it all. Okay, so we need to get bones for pet beds. We need to get pets in general. We need to get saddles so we can ride our pets. We have a lot that we gotta get, gamers. Let's go get it. Yo, what are the odds we get a saddle here? Whoa. This is awesome. Wait. And whoa, okay. Yo. Wait, this is perfect. Bones for the pet bed? What are the odds? Yeah, I don't think it's abandoned. Mob grinder later. Honestly, should I move here? I can like renovate this stable to be a home and have a mob grinder in my basement. Yeah, we're gonna move here. Yeah, so I put in all that effort for the super pretty redwood area just to move to a rundown stable. Current me, the one talking right now, regrets that choice. But hey, oh well. Now I had to move, so I headed back to the redwood and grabbed all my stuff and then moved in next to the stables. Set up the chests and farms and all that, and then I set out to finally get some pets. I saw these giant flying dinosaur guys. That was cool. You can technically get a tamed one of these by killing them and getting a rare egg drop that lets you get a baby one, but the egg drop was insanely rare. I traveled until I found a plains, and then I finally saw the first pet that I wanted to tame. Frank! We need oak leaves. All right, that's Frank. Okay, no. This is Frank 2. This is Frankie. That's something or other. I don't know. My first tame's a grasshopper army. Also, if you're wondering where the Frank thing came from, that was a grasshopper in the world that died. Bit of exclusive content to those that watch the live streams live on Twitch. Maybe go follow me over there. Yeah? Also, subscribe on YouTube while you're here, you know? Okay, plugs out of the way, I bred my grasshoppers. We got Frankie Jr. up in here. I was sorta hoping to find more, so I traveled with my grasshopper army, looting structures, and then I gave up and headed home, so the Frank family could stay safe and sound. All right, here we go. We're back home. Let's put our first set of animals, our set of beasts. Here, sit down. Okay, there we go. They're sitting. Okay. Now, I really needed armor so I wouldn't die, so I set out to go mining. Instead, I found the best village ever. There's a chest right there. That is so nice. Okay, bread, more bread, some iron. Thank you. Okay. Faster swim speed. I mean, I'll grab it. Tier of the sea, sure. An experience magnet. That could be useful for the mob farm later, so I'll grab it. I really am mad at myself for not installing a backpack mod, I must say. Lucky horseshoe. Gives regeneration to a horse. I mean, I am a beastmaster. Increases the wearer's mining speed and mining level. Oh, so I can mine like obsidian with iron? Yo. So I can mine stone with my bare hands? All right, we have this. We have a chest plate. We got some armor. This is honestly better than mining. Give me some apples too. I'll take those. Yeah. This gives you extra fortune. Oh, yes. Oh, dude. We got the bauble that gives fortune. A saddle. Yo. Saddle and more iron armor. Okay, dude. Hunter belts. It's a belt. I think it adds a different bauble slot or something. I'll just leave it on. I don't know. Your fall is cushioned by the clouds. I don't even have a slot for that right now. I actually have a necklace. 3 diamonds and shoes? Yeah, that was the most massive and insane and stacked village ever of all time ever. I headed home to store my now full inventory, and then I made these pet beds. These, as you can maybe assume, allow my pets to respawn. The way they work is I put the pet on top of the bed and it gets these little sleep effects. That means they're bound to the bed, and if they ever die, they'll respawn there next time I sleep. I still wanted to go mining for resources, so I made a diamond pick and I set out on Frank 2 to find a cave. Instead, I found this graveyard and I got sidetracked looting the entire thing. I got a bunch of bones and paper and stuff, nothing amazing, but it was pretty useful. I traveled on Frank 2 looking for a cave, but just did not find one. On day 7, I finally gave in and mined straight down. Then I strip mined for a while. Y'all have all seen mining before, so I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but no! Frank! It's okay! It's okay! You'll be okay! Ah! He'll respawn. Yeah, not the brightest tool in the cookie jar, I must say. And then I had a bit of a scare myself. I'm hoping I can find a tame that's really good. Crap. Oh my god! Oh, it's gonna kill me! Oh, there's so many zombies, there has to be a spawner. Oh no! You messaged me in Discord? I don't read DMs? Die! Okay. After that near-death experience, I kept mining. I mined diamonds and obsidian for enchantments because that is how I give my pets abilities. However, I was an idiot and did not install a backpack mod until day like 25, so my inventory was very full and I had to head back home. I started smelting stuff, made my enchantment table, and then I made a mistake. I think I now have the gear to go check out what this is like zombie farms or zombie spawners all about. They're all armored, which is kind of annoying. Oh my god! Oh, yeah. So I might have made a mistake. Well, this is bad. Not exactly my best move, I'll admit. I had to get rid of these guys, so I killed a few and eventually I just swam away and made them all despawn. Those mob spawners were no joke. I slept to respawn Frank 2 and then I spent most of my diamonds on mob catchers so I could transport animals easily. Turns out they did not work on tamed things, but they would still be incredibly useful. Now I wanted to enchant my pets to give them abilities, so I began carefully grinding experience from the zombie spawner. Hey, should we enchant our grasshoppers? Y'all, let's enchant our grasshoppers. So basically, you make this chain, and you make this thing right here, a collar tag. And now I can go over here, extra health, poison resistance, gluttonous. What does gluttonous do? Should we get total recall or healing aura? I think we should get healing aura. So now Frank can heal us. All right, let's get a total recall as well. And that's what we're gonna stick with for now. Frank the second. All right, Frank the second is now enchanted. Our first ever pet enchantment has been acquired. This system is pretty much the core of this entire video. It lets me give my pets all kinds of powers and abilities. It's just awesome. Day 10, I headed out and grabbed some chickens with my mob catchers because I needed eggs to tame certain animals. I put them in the stables with this nest that would automatically collect the eggs, and now I wanted more pets, so I headed out on Frank 2. On this little adventure, I found this entire army of penguins. Of course, I had to grab some to tame later. Day 11, I encountered this animal that could not be tamed, but it did have a use, so I wanted to try it out. Oh! Wait, if I feed these fish, they'll go get me stuff? Go get me stuff. You got me a sponge? Oh, thank you. Where'd it go? Jesus, there's a whale. Run away, seal. No! Run! Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll get the baby seal. I'll save it. We didn't see anything today, okay? I kept adventuring for new pets and useful items. I grabbed this blue chocobo thing in my mob catcher, I looted a little castle dungeon, and then I found this giant mushroom. This thing got me books, an anvil, and attacked by a mushroom man. It wasn't crazy or anything, but this dungeon was very important later. I journeyed a bit more, looting things here and there, and then I decided to head home to tame the things that I've gotten so far. On the way home, I found this crow some pumpkin seeds. New friend acquired. Day 14, I was back home. I expanded my enchantment setup for higher level enchants, made some pet beds for our new friends, and then I tamed the penguins. I started to enchant collar tags for them, but then I saw Speedster 3. I desperately wanted that for a mount so I could travel faster, so I went to grind this terrifying zombie spawner. I did a bit of digging to make it easier to hit all the zombies, got up to level 21, and then there was a bit of a situation. I wonder if it'd be smarter to put this thing right here and use this spawner as well. Oh my god! I'm dead. Hear me out, hear me out, hear me out, right? It doesn't count. Yeah, so that absolutely doesn't count. Even Chad agreed, so yeah. To be fair, the zombie literally spawned through a wall, so it's kind of a scam. Anyways, I got my stuff back and grinded to level 24, and then I remembered to tame the chocobo, which is a completely useless tame. Grasshoppers were immune to fall damage, you can jump and everything, and chocobos would get me killed. Guaranteed. Then I got to level 26 and finally got my Speedster 3 pet enchantment. I wanted to upgrade Frank too, so I took his collar tag and combined it with Speedster 3. And then I put it back on him, and turns out there's a dupe glitch, which duped Frank's normal collar tag and deleted my Speedster 3 enchantments that I literally died for. So that was just a huge waste of time. Now I wanted to enchant the new pets. I enchanted the crow with Warping Bite and named it Jerry. Warping Bite would basically teleport anything that Jerry attacked, which sounded pretty funny. I enchanted a penguin with extra health and named it Frosty, and then I enchanted the other one with Frostfang and named it Piplup. Then I made this incredible item called the Wayward Lantern. This was actually really cool. Basically what it does is anytime a pet gets lost in the world for whatever reason, it would automatically teleport back to the Wayward Lantern near me. It was meant to only be pets that are following you, but I learned later that it kind of just summons whatever it wants. With that in place, I made a nature's compass and set out with Frank 2 and Jerry for a jungle. There were all kinds of things that I could tame from a jungle biome, and quite frankly, I've been kind of slacking on the whole taming thing, so I really needed to do that. Also, it didn't exactly take long into this adventure to just lose both my pets. They got left behind at some point or another, I don't really know. I also forgot my bed, so that's cool. And things got a little dangerous. That is tameable, and it's after me. No. Oh, jeez. Okay. I don't know how it's tameable, but it is. Tiny dragon, it is a tiny dragon. Yeah, that wasn't cool at all. Komodo dragons are pretty sick though. Definitely wanted to tame one later. For now, I got away and I placed a Wayward Lantern to summon Frank back to me. Not really sure where Jerry went, but we got Frank. Frank and I explored the jungle for new friends, the first of which was a parrot. Parrots can't really do much, but we got one anyways. Then I spotted an animal that was actually one of the strongest things I could ever tame. Like actually, oh, monkey, yo, monkey, hey bud, have this. Oh, it didn't work? Oh, then come with me. A small monkey probably doesn't look like much, but you'd be surprised. I spent the next bit trying to gather bananas to tame the monkey. I broke hundreds of leaves and got like 3 bananas total. Then I tried to tame the monkey that evening. The answer was no. What? How did I tame it? And why is it, now that it's tamed, it's not passive? Where'd it go? Yeah, so to explain this, for some reason that I do not know, sometimes these animals would act as if they're tamed when they're actually not. It means that I can't put them in the mob catcher, they would not follow me, I could not summon them with the Wayward Lantern. It was a glitch and a very annoying one. Towards the end of that night, I found a jungle temple. I got ancient darts, and using those, I could create an insanely strong pet. I also got saddles and bunny slippers that made me immune to fall damage, which is cool. I wanted to find other stuff, so I left the jungle and a bit later ended up in a savanna. Kangaroos! Oh shoot. 1, 2, 3 kangaroos. Follow. Okay. Y'all, we got our kangaroos. Finally, a truly broken combat tame. Kangaroos were absolutely insane. You'll see that in a bit. Then, on the way back home to get these guys some beds, I found something else. Come on, Frank. Friend. I am so sorry. It was an accident. Oh man. Yo, come here. Come here, little raccoon. Take this. Oh, it's so happy. It's washing it. It's washing the egg. Look at it. Oh, are you mine now? You're mine now. We got a raccoon. Also on the way home, I got an ender pearl, which I'm pretty sure was the 4th one I had at this time, which is massive. I got home, as did all of my pets at once. I made them beds and then I named the raccoon Rascallion. I love Rascallion, little adorable creature with the little bandana on. It was pretty cute. Now I made this recall amulet. This would let me recall back to my home from wherever. Super cuts down on traveling time, which there is a lot of. Then the kangaroos. I gave one of them a skull and a leather chest piece. I enchanted it with poison resistance and extra health too, and I named it Cubone. I literally cannot express in words how perfect that name is. days. Then I equipped Cubone with an axe. Yeah, so that's why kangaroos are so good. They can wear helmets, chest plates, and wield weapons. I don't really get why a kangaroo can do that, but they can, and it's OP. I headed out to test Cubone in combat. I found one of those flying dinosaurs and decided to try and kill it for an egg. Yeah, maybe those birds weren't as much of a threat as I thought. I still wanted an egg, so I ran around with the squad and murdered all the birds in the area. Rascallion kept the team healed up with healing aura, and the kangaroos went to town. Back home, I enchanted a collar tag for another kangaroo, and I got 4 enchantment. None of them were insane, but herding was kind of fun. I used it on a kangaroo, which I named Kangaskhan. So herding basically attracts nearby animals to follow my tame. They wouldn't fight for me or anything, but they'd follow. As you can see by the turtles going to see what's up. I then grinded experience for more enchantments and got a collar tag with extra health 3 and speedster 3. I used it on a new grasshopper, which I named Frank Turbo. This guy would quite literally carry me for this 100 days. Then I bred my kangaroos to expand the army. And look at the cute little baby in the pouch. Nice little attention to detail there. I wanted to find iron now, so I hopped on Frank Turbo. And he definitely deserved the name Turbo. Look at this speed. I healed him up a bit with Rascallion's heal aura, and then I headed out. I wanted to get a bunch of iron for my kangaroo's armor and weapons to increase the power of the army. I lost Frank along the way whenever I had to swim, so I used the Wayward Lantern to summon him, and I guess everyone else invited themselves along for the ride. They weren't following, so it shouldn't do that, but it did. And then I got sidetracked from the whole thing because I found a jungle. Gorilla! Nausea! Oh, screw the monkeys! Oh my gosh! Monkey? Monkey. Got him. Yoink, yoink. I'm sorry, small child, but this is mine now. Here, we have 2 gorillas now and a monkey. We got monkeys. A bit later, I replaced one of the gorillas that I got with the silverback one because they were supposedly a lot stronger. Distractions out of the way, I headed for a mountain and mined a bit of iron. Then, on a stony beach, I decided to test my kangaroos in a real combat scenario. Okay, squad, your target is that. Good luck. Oh, it's fast. They're kind of destroying it. Dude, they're wrecking this guy. He's only mad at me. Get him, Cubone. He has abilities. Go for it. Yeah. Okay, we got him. I did that. That was all me. Boss defeated, and he dropped nothing. The only reward for those bosses is the chest that they guard, which wasn't even that great. I recalled home, and now we had to increase our army's power. I gave my kangaroos iron armor and swords, except for Cubone. He keeps the skull. Then I tamed the monkey that I captured and gave it an ancient dart, and this thing was ready for war. I needed to get the rest of the squad ready for war though. Iron armor was cool and all, but diamond? That'd be insane. I wanted a fortune pick for that, so I went to grind experience at the zombie farm. I got to level 22 and then decided I was going to take my monkey to grind XP at night. And you see, there might have been a little bit of a situation. You're gonna come with me, buddy. Do I have any good Oh, Jesus! Oh, Jesus! Stop it! Oh my God! What's happening? Okay, there is no way that counts. I don't even know what happened. Regardless, this seems to keep happening every time I use the zombie XP farm, and it was super slow anyways. I was done with it. It was time for a much more OP mob grinder. I headed all the way back to the mushroom to spawn the mushroom dudes. Fun fact, these mushrooms are piglin brutes. Piglin brutes not only give some of the most experience in the game, but in this mod pack, they also drop netherite scraps. Yeah, I converted the mushroom into an epic mob grinder and very quickly grinded up to level 30. I headed home and put Fortune 3 on a pickaxe, and then I enchanted my monkey with extra health 3 and named it Super Monkey. I then upgraded my pick to netherite because why not? Last time I went mining, I had lots of inventory space issues, so I installed a backpack mod and made one. Now with Super Monkey at my side, I went mining for diamonds to upgrade my gear and my kangaroos. I was able to test Super Monkey in combat down here, and I was not disappointed. Maybe one day. Get him. 3 shots, skeletons. Get him, monkey, get him. Oh, you got shot. Whoa, oh shoot. Monkey, yeah, get him. What's good, bro? Yeah, step up. Yeah, so 3 darts does at least 20 damage, which is absolutely nuts. From there, I just kept mining and mining and mining. And then, how did I do that? I always rate the cloud. Not Super Monkey! Oh, now we have to be here alone. Now I had no bodyguard, so I only mined for a bit more, then I headed home with almost 2 stacks of diamonds. I made full diamond armor for myself and then full diamond gear for each kangaroo. Except Cubone, gotta keep the skull. Now I wanted to get good enchantments for my gear and some really good pet enchantments too. I gathered my enchantment setup, repaired the pick with netherite ingots, then I headed for the mob farm. And I grinded for a while until I had pretty much perfect gear. I also got a bunch of good collar tags to make my pets stronger, and of course, tons of netherite. Literally more than I could ever need. This mob grinder has proven its worth, so when I got home, I took revenge and destroyed those stupid zombie spawners. I was done with those. Next, because I could, I upgraded all of my gear and 2 of my kangaroos to full netherite. Finally, I made a netherite mob catcher. Diamond ones could only capture passive mobs, so if I wanted to capture, say, a Komodo dragon, I would need a netherite one. Now I had to tame those gorillas that I caught before, so I farmed bananas and tamed both of them. I enchanted the silverback one with extra health 3 and psychic wall 3, and named it Harambe so it would get this cute little halo. That night, I went out and gathered a bunch of rotten flesh and spider eyes because they were foods for certain very good tames later. I headed home and there was a bit of a surprise. Where did that come from? Where? Not gonna question it. Are you even mine? Kind of an uninvited guest, but oh well, the more the merrier. Now, gorillas are not able to follow me once I tame them. That is a huge downside, so I made this Pokeball item. This was like a more OP mob catcher, but I didn't want it to be that easy, so I was only allowed to make one. It would let me transport Harambe into fights, which is all I really wanted. There was now a dungeon that I wanted to take on, so I gathered a squad. I headed to a tower, got Harambe and the others out, and then I went in. Since gorillas can't follow, Harambe played a support role from the outside using his psychic wall ability. These are there. There's psychic wall. Dude, that is awesome. It puts a wall between me and my friend and my enemy, and then my monkey can shoot darts through it. Dude, I defeated the rest of the tower, which wasn't really that hard, but it did give me a wolf spawn egg. Talk about perfect for a Beastmaster, am I right? I went home, tamed the wolf, and gave it Speedster 3 and Chain Lightning. Its name ended up being Bolt, which is literally perfect for those enchantments. However, Bolt immediately caused issues. I found this witch boss and I decided to take it on. It's just a witch. What's the worst that could happen? Well, when I fought it, I would crash. A lot. The crashes seem to be caused by Bolt's lightning hitting either an ally or the potions while they're in the air. I'm not really sure. Either way, after many crashes, I killed the witch. It's dead. The problems are over, right? Nope. Bolt, buddy. Okay. Come on, Rascallion. Don't be like that. Rascallion might be permanently stuck in this thing. I really don't know. We lost a good soldier on this day. Rest in peace, Rascallion the raccoon. He supported the team with his healing aura until the very end. Due to a glitch completely outside of his control, he was gone forever. We gotta press on though. I made my way to a lush cave. There was a special mob that spawned in these that I wanted to tame. I used Harambe to defend me in the cave, figured he'd be plenty of supports. Little did I know, this was about to turn into an all-out battle. That guy's... Oh, Jesus Christ! What? No! What is that? Oh my God! Harambe, good wall, but it's not really helping. Die! Okay, what was that? That thing was defeated, but now I was getting overwhelmed by all the mobs that spawned during that fight. I summoned the squad, which went poorly. My pets were getting destroyed left and right, blown up by creepers. It was a bad time. By the end, I literally had no pets left alive to defend me, so I went home to regroup. I slept and all my pets respawned. All but one. I made a grave for Rascallion, the pet lost in limbo forever. I needed to increase my army's power to ensure nothing like this would ever happen again. My game can't crash if enemies die instantly, right? I headed out to find new pets and I ended up coming across a boss in a village. So I decided to vent my frustrations, you could say. Oh, boss, hello, Jesus Christ. The boys, we need the boys now. Boys, your target is that. Oh, thank you so much. Look at this thing. This is getting shredded, dude. What are you gonna do, huh? Oh, you're gonna catch me? Oh no, what are you gonna do? Oh no, it would be a shame if a psychic wall were to appear. That's the wrong spot. Thanks, Harambe. Wrecked. Later on, I finally found an incredible pet that I wanted to tame, the tarantula hawk. And then I realized that I forgot my spider eyes, that I needed to tame it. Yeah, I had been gathering those constantly, preparing for the day that I finally find a tarantula hawk, and then I forget them at home. So I headed home, grabbed them, and I began traveling back to the desert. On the way though, I got distracted. I grabbed another monkey because Super Monkey was OP, so I wanted more. Then I kinda fell into some luck. And is there a flutter? Flutters! Yo! Flutter! Two! There's two. Flutters. We got him. Okay. We got flutters. They're tameable little guys that spawn in lush caves, and they're pretty cool once tamed. Then we got even luckier. Mine, got him. Let's go. Okay, we got a Komodo dragon too. All kinds of cool stuff to tame later. Speaking of, in a warm ocean next to the desert, I got this mantis shrimp. Yet another cool tame for later. Then finally, I found my tarantula hawk. I have your favorite. Wait, I tamed it? Come back. Follow me. Do you follow me? Yeah, so it fake tamed. Used all my spider eyes, so that was sick. I then spent a lot of time killing flying dinosaurs, but got no egg because of course not. Though hunting those did bring me to a mountain, which allowed me to find one of the coolest pets that I could ever get, a bald eagle. It was a very cool tame that I absolutely wanted. I was out of mob catchers, so I left the extra monkey behind and grabbed the bird. But then I found a lot of monkeys. Super Monkey is so OP that I have to expand the monkey army. So I farmed bananas and tamed as many as I could. After taming those, I explored a bit more, and then I headed home to get my new friends up and running. I gave the monkey some darts, some enchantments, some names, all that, and most importantly, I gave one monkey a shadow hands. And very originally, I named it Shadow. Yeah. And you can't get a monkey like that and not test it. Iron Golem spotted AO. All right. Sick him. Dude, that was what? With that golem destroyed, I headed home and tamed my flutters. These tame kinda weird. You have to give them a different flower every time, otherwise they won't tame. I tamed them with an assortment of flowers, and boom, we got flutters. I also bred them with bone meal and tamed the baby, so now we have 3. I gave the main 2 some random enchantments and named them Flutterbee and Pea Shooter. Flutterbee had this very convenient enchantment called Intimidation. What this does is every now and then a hologram of the pet will appear above it and scare all nearby hostile mobs away. So yeah, my house was now pretty much mob free. Also, just like the monkey, we gotta test these out. We're gonna go test these guys. Or a spider, that works too. Get them, boys! Oh yeah! Harambe, thank you. So yeah, they fly around things and shoot seeds. And that actually did a lot of damage, it seemed. So they fly around the target and shoot them with these little plant projectiles. Probably not an amazing pet, but hey, with the right enchantments, any pet can be amazing. Now for one of my scariest tames yet. Okay. How does it work? Like that. Eat some of it. We tamed it! Oh, I didn't think we had enough. I was just testing. We got the Komodo dragon, one of the coolest and most threatening animals we've tamed so far. I went home and named him Komodo and gave him one of the best collar tags that I'd gotten. He had extra health 3, psychic wall 3, immunity frame 3, and shadow hands 4. So he was tanky, strong, a good support, and could only get hit once every like 5 seconds or something. And I can ride him. Now I wanted to tame the bald eagle, so I needed blobfish. I went to look and I couldn't find any. I followed a treasure map though, which got me the bubbling pet enchantment, which is exclusive to buried treasure. What it did was it would make my pet's target get stuck in a bubble and float into the air. Pretty cool. I gave up on blobfish for now, and I spent the next while leveling up an animal tamer villager. Pretty much nothing came out of it, but I did it just in case. He did manage to give me enough tropical fish to tame an axolotl at least, so there's that. I still wanted to tame the bald eagle obviously, so I headed back out for blobfish. I learned they spawn in caves under the ocean, and they were plentiful. I hunted them until I had like 29 blobfish, and then I went home for the taming. Our bottles, and then I make our blobfish, or our fish oil. Now I might be able to tame this bald eagle. Please. Oh, it was 1? You needed 1? Hey, yo, get back here. Get back here. Sit. Oh, we have a problem, chat. Sit still. Come back. Stop it. What are you doing? It's being a clown. Bald eagle tamed. This thing was a pain though. It did not sit still at all. Now, next I needed equipment for falconry. It's a special mechanic that bald eagles can do, and to start I would need bear hair and a roadrunner feather. I hopped on Frank Turbo and I set out for the items. However, I happened to get a lot more than just those. I was in a desert because that's where roadrunners spawn. None of those right now, but I did farm tons of spiders that night so I could hopefully tame a tarantula hawk if I found another one. I was about to swim off to continue my search when I spotted an incredible rare animal. These mimic octopus were being attacked by a mantis shrimp, so I went in to save the day and captured them. I continued my journey, and a few days later I found these sugar gliders. That was another tameable pet, so I made more mob catchers and I caught one. Then a bit later I found a mob that was a little interesting. It was a crocodile, and you can't tame crocodiles, but you can breed them. This allows you to hatch a crocodile egg, and the baby is passive towards players. Kind of the same as taming, so I figured why not. Continuing this long journey, I got a bauble that lets me walk on lava from a ruined portal. That would be incredibly useful whenever I want to get tames from the nether. And as if I hadn't gotten enough things on this adventure, I also grabbed an elephant to tame later. And just a bit later, I finally found something that I was actually looking for. Oh, bear moments. Can I make a mob catcher? Got the bear. Yo, we got a bear. I need bear hair, but the bear would supposedly shed hair after being tamed, so that'll work. I continued for a roadrunner feather, and along the way I found a jungle temple. I had to be a boss skeleton for it, but my squad made quick work of it. This let me get more ancient darts, so now my monkey army could be even stronger. Just after that, I found a desert that got me my roadrunner feather, 2 tarantula hawks, and my second crocodile. I journeyed a little bit longer, trying to get a dinosaur egg and failing, and then killing a bear for the hair so I didn't have to wait for it. Back home, I finally made my falconry equipment, named the eagle, and tested it out. I am the storm. Check this out. I'm still back there. My body is still back there, but the chunks got unloaded. All right, anyways, I wanted to test out falconry on a fight, on a mob. So for example, like salmon, we need some salmon? Get that salmon. No, get that salmon. Give me that. Bring it to me. Bring me that salmon. Like bring it to me. All right, good job, Storm, but where's the item? Yeah, so falconry was super cool, but it was a little bit awkward, and Storm wasn't exactly listening. She comes back, but she really just didn't care about me at all. Whatever, that out of the way, it's time to make use of everything I got on my journey. Let's do the crocodile. This one's a little bit scary. You can breed them with rotten flesh. Hey, yo. Don't trample the eggs. Hey, yo. So these are deadlier than I thought. I thought my nether would be like chilling for that. There we go. A crocodile egg. You. Gotcha. Come here, little buddy. Another one here. Now, the fun thing about these, right, is you can make them do funny stuff. For example, I have this prismarine shard. Take that. And now it's a guardian. If I were to give this some cream from a mob in the end, it can like, shoot lasers like a guardian. If I give it a puffer fish, it becomes a puffer fish. All right, anyways, these are fun. I like tarantula hawks quite a bit. Let's go ahead and get those. We have our spider eyes somewhere. I'm gonna place these beds over here. Stay. There we go. Okay, cool. They are now locked in. That is awesome. I guess we'll see if they can fight an iron golem. All right, these guys are sick now. Let's go fight an iron golem. You better not leave me. Come on, let's go. Get him, boys. Get him. Mess him up. Look at that bubble. We're gonna ignore the fact that the other one got absolutely demolished. Maybe it was already low HP or something. Oh, it's dead. So that didn't go well. Next up on our list of things we gotta tame, let's go ahead and tame that sugar glider. Doesn't really do much, but it's adorable. We can do the mantis shrimp next. I don't know if we have enough for all of them. I feel like this would be like a good water combat guy. Next, we have elephants and a bear. Elephants are really easy. And there we go, Stampy, okay. Storm, you're back! Get to here, where are you? Stop this! Okay, where did you get the fish? Where did you get that? Okay, we're gonna test you against the iron golem, okay? That golem over there is your target. Go. Okay, don't get greedy. There you go. Good job. Okay. Oh! Storm did what the tarantula hawks couldn't. our army has grown stronger. The fact the storm can just 1v1 a golem is crazy. We don't talk about the tarantula hawk fight though. Anyways, we expanded our army a lot there, and now for one of the strongest additions we've ever had. All right, let's try this bear now. There's plenty of flowers. We just need to get honey up in here. All right, I don't necessarily know if this needs to have honey on it, like a full thing of honey. So I'm just gonna place the bear and let it do its thing. Oh, it's already got it. Munch it. Yeah, sir. Here, salmon. Munch, yes. Hey, yo. We have tamed an entire bear. Also, it could even follow me, unlike gorillas. I didn't enchant the bear yet because my next goal was the nether. There are two very important enchantments for the nether: tethered teleports and fireproof. You can probably guess what fireproof does, but tethered teleport makes it so my pets teleport to me even when I go to other dimensions. I didn't have many of those enchantments yet though, so I went to grind some out. On the way, I grabbed this albino whale, which might have crashed me, but I still caught it. Then I got sidetracked by an igloo. I needed mending, as all Minecraft players do. However, the chest in this igloo was guarded by a boss. Easy way to deal with it, just summon the entire squad into this very tiny space. It killed the boss and potato. Anyways, I cured the villager and reset them until I got mending. Then I headed to the mob grinder, put mending on all of my stuff, and farmed enchantments for a while. Once I was done, I went home and enchanted my bear with fireproof, immunity frame 3, tethered teleport, and shadow hands 4. The bear kept nodding at me, so I named it Nodders in all caps. It's a twitchy mode for those that don't know. Yeah, I used the other enchantments that I'd gotten to build a nether team, which included Nodders, a Komodo, a new monkey named Chimchar, and a kangaroo named Coco. Now I was ready to go to the nether. Almost. I needed maggots first. They were part of a recipe that I needed to tame a warped toad, which is a mob in the nether. So I ran around and farmed flies for a while. Exciting content. Once I had a few, I headed home, healed up the squad, and went to the nether. And my spawn was crazy. Fortress immediately. But I didn't even really need that because there's also a dungeon with a blaze spawner right next to my portal. Like, bro, I ran around with my fire immune team of animals gathering all of the nether stuff that I needed. I got the blaze rods, killed some endermen, and I had to kill these crimson mosquitoes too. Their drops are very important. My pets kind of kept dying, but that's okay. They'll get better. I kept on searching warped forests because I really wanted a warped toad. Easily one of the coolest looking animals that I could ever tame. It took ages, but eventually, sweet, that's one, okay. I said, oh, that is crazy. 2 back to back, 2 warped toads back to back. I'll try taming when we get home. Sure. We got the toads. So the way these tame is with an item made from mosquito drops combined with fly drops. I had both of those now, so I headed home and got to it. But I want to try and tame a warped toad. Okay, that took 2. Awesome. I doubt the other one will tame in 1, but I'll try. It tamed in 1? 3 larvae, 2 toads. Let's get it. Now, quick flashback to when I was in the nether. I saw something in my book that had me intrigued. Rainbow jelly can be used for almost any mob to color it in a flash. What? Yeah, I had to try that. I made my way to a frozen ocean, and that night I hunted all these jellyfish. Also, the jellyfish came in red, green, and blue, aka RGB, so I grabbed one of each color in a bucket. With my RGB gamer setup obtained, I headed home and named the jellyfish R, G, and B, and then I made them a tank. And while building the tank, I saw my little baby crocodile. Look at him. Anyways, I put R, G, and B in their tank. Now it was time to test this rainbow jelly. It gives us this rainbow jelly, which supposedly can make any animal rainbow. So we're gonna make a cocoa. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wow, that is crazy. Well, we need at least one of the frogs to be rainbow, of course. Everyone needs a gamer frog in their life. Sure, yep, okay. Wait! Super monkey! That's perfect! It doesn't work on the Franks. This is crazy. What about that? Oh, yes! Where did you come from? Oh, yes. Wait. Yummy. Yo! We're gaming! Yeah, that was crazy. I used this stuff to turn the tank RGB and then the giant white whale too. I cannot be trusted with this item at all. My next goal was to wrap up the rest of the tameable creatures that I wanted in the overworld. The two things that I had were the mud skipper from Alex's mobs and a giant flying dinosaur that you have seen many times by now. I gathered a squad of highly mobile pets that could keep up with me, and then I set out for a mangrove swamp. My main defender here was my rainbow tarantula hawk with shadow hands. That thing was incredible. Now, let's not waste y'all's time here. I ran around breaking the mangrove trees and searching the swamp and never found a mud skipper. I never got the dinosaur egg either and eventually just sort of gave up on those. One of my major goals for this video was to defeat the warped Moscow, a mini boss. It was really weird to spawn, but it required me to capture a crimson mosquito. So I went to the nether and grabbed a few. I then killed a few more to get this item that I needed to summon the void worm later. My final objective in the nether was to get stratolite, which drops from these weird guys in basalt deltas. I killed them until I had the stratolite that I needed, and then I headed home, and now it was time to tame a leviathan. All right, stratolite saddle, stratolite tack, and now I just need my boy, the leviathan. Hello, leviathan, come here. Saddle, tack, it's tamed. I can't ride it yet though. He has to do his thing. And there we go, the obsidian leviathan. Big obsidian beast acquired, though it's not really useful. It wasn't even a real tame if we're being honest, but oh well. Then I quickly threw together some names and enchantments for my warped toads so they were combat ready. With that done, I wanted to work on the warped Moscow mini boss. This required me to capture a creature from a mushroom island, so I got out my nature's compass and I went to one. And this mushroom island had no life at all. Not sure why, but not a single mob was here. I'd worry about the warped Moscow later. For now, let's go do the Ender Dragon. I spent a bit getting tethered teleport on a few pets that could either fly or shoot range attacks. And then I headed for the stronghold. I found it, entered it, and then I went to loot a chest. Where's Kexamine? Oh, Jesus Christ. Squad? Squad? Kill that for me, thank you very much. Okay, random boss in the middle of the stronghold, but my squad is OP, so suck it, loser. Yeah, just a boss version of my most hated mob that was not even worth killing because the loot was terrible. Then I found the portal room and went to loot another chest. Fisk of this. Oh, Fisk is defending the. Oh, Jesus Christ. Squad! Okay, he was defending the portal room. That's not very Poggers, Fisk of the Sand. That out of the way, I dug out a big area, summoned all of my pets with a wayward lantern, and then I went to the end. Now it was time to take on the Ender Dragon. Yes, that worked. Everyone who has tethered teleport showed up. All right, here we are. We're in the end. I need to take out these towers. Got it. Oh, is Cosmic Cod here? I need these. Say yo. Squad! Not Flutterbee! Maybe I didn't bring a healer. Is that such a big deal? So maybe it's a big deal. Get him! All right, well, anyways, the towers are gone. It's me and the dragon now, and whatever is left of the squad. There we go! Punch him! Punch the dragon! It's not my fault the dragon repels mobs and is really bad for summons, okay? And why is Sky not going in? You have hands too, go throw them. Well, there goes Sky. There we go! Well, 2 survivors, not bad. 2 survivors is okay. Kinda wish I brought that healer though. Then I went through the gateway to the outer end. There are 2 pets that I can tame from here, so I wanted to grab them. I killed this weird rocket disease creature thing, which gave me a capsid. This block lets me convert items, one of which was turning cod into cosmic cod, which was needed to tame an animal here. A bit later, I found an end city and I killed these mimic cubes. These drop mimic cream, which is an item that allows my mimic octopus to use the powers of the mob that it turns into. So it can shoot lasers as a guardian and stuff. It's pretty sick. The end city had a bit more luck than that though. Elytra? You know what? I'll take the Elytra. Screw it, dude. I'll fly. Yeah. So now we can just fly. That's one of our tames. That's one of the tames. That's one of the tames. Ender grade. There we go. Come here. We need to get course fruit before we leave. We unlocked flight and captured an ender grade, which is supposed to be tameable. There was one final tame in the end left to grab. It was a creature that would save my life if I fell into the void, which when fighting the void worm could be pretty useful. I was prepared for this to take hours because that's just my luck. And it did take a while. However, there it is. There it is. There it is. Okay, that is amazing. Oh, yo, come here. I got it. I got it. Cosmo. Oh, sweet. That thing is awesome. Okay, we got the Cosmo too. I grabbed another ender grade and now we just gotta head home. I went to the gateway and that's not funny. No, yeah, no, I'll grab it, but that's not funny. God dang it. Yeah, no, that's just my luck. Finding the thing that I was looking for right next to my portal after searching for a long time. Oh well, now we got two. Back home, I fed Gary some Mimicream. It did a little dance, and now it's supposed to be able to use the abilities of the transformation. However, it was kinda glitched, and he didn't move or attack at all. This got fixed later, but for now, he's a little broken. Next, I tamed the Cosmo with Cosmic Cod, and then the Ender Grade with the Chorus Fruit. Now it was time to work towards the Warped Moscow boss. I needed a new Mushroom Island though, so I traveled. And traveled and traveled and traveled. Then finally I found a new Mushroom Island, which also had no mobs. I made a separate creative world and tested it, and that world had no problem spawning these Among Us creatures. I went back to my hardcore world and just 30 seconds away I found a new Mushroom Island. This time it actually had spawns. None of what I needed though. So I traveled to another Mushroom Island, and finally, I'm here to find the imposter that vented. There, that's the wrong one. I'm taking you home with me just so you know, but you better not, I'm kidnapping you. Oh, the imposter from Among Us. The imposter from Among Us, chat, we got the imposter from Among Us. Among Us imposter acquired. This thing was the key to the Warped Moscow boss. Now it was boss time. I gathered my strongest squad possible so we could obliterate the Warped Moscow. It was time to create this monstrosity. And I need to give the Among Us this warped fungus. And then I need to feed the warped fungus Among Us to a warped mosquito, which I have two of, or to a crimson mosquito, okay. Warped fungus Among Us. Okay. No! Yeah, so that Among Us that took me hours to get just died. Yeah, yep. Now, if you don't like cheating, shield your eyes. I'm not doing that all over again. I spawned in a new Among Us. However, it had a red mushroom, so I couldn't use that one. Attempt 3. My pets killed the crimson mosquito. I make them sit. Attempt 4. Turns out you needed a lot more than one warped fungus. And here goes attempt 5. Run. Oh, Jesus Christ. Get him, boys. Get him. Sick him, boys. Sick him, boys. Oh, that was a incredible amount of effort for that. Yeah, that was kind of easy. The effort to make that was not worth it at all. Either way, Warped Moscow boss defeated. I used all my experience from the dragon to get a healing aura on some pets, and now it was time for our ultimate challenge, the Void Worm. I gathered the entire army, put a larva in a capsule to create mysterious worms, and I headed back to the end. Not all the pets made it to the end though, which is fine. We have the firepower without them. I reached the end and used a wayward lantern to make sure anyone that could be there was there. And now it was time to challenge the Void Worm. Are you ready? They're gonna kill me? Okay, the Void Worm has been summoned. Here we go. Get them, boys. Dodge the projectiles. Oh, okay, wait, it's getting destroyed. Wait, get them. No, Flutter Bee! What's happening? It's getting wrecked. We're gonna eat a god. I'm not Cosmo. Wait, that's the night Cosmo. Okay, I can officially fall in the void. Why did you kill my Cosmo? Oh wait, it's dead. GG. 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 Oh, there we go. Wormy. Oh, I did it. I'm actually kind of like a god. However, we do have to do one more thing. I did promise that I would do one more thing. There it goes. Another worm appears. Come here. Come after me. Yeah! Oh, there it is. The face is rainbow. No, King is gone. Oh, wait, it's split off because we broke the middle? Oh, that's so sick. Goodbye, GG. Number 2 beaten. Awesome. That was actually sick. The second one was so much cooler. There was a split off. The first one might have been easy, but wow, was that second one chaotic. We have defeated the Void Worm, the ultimate goal of this video. However, there's one final thing we have to fix. Firstly, I made a pickaxe with Void Worm parts. This would teleport me home as if we didn't already have a recall amulets, but still. But now we have to visit an old friend, right? Yeah, here's Rascallion, but I can't get them out. They're stuck in here forever. I'm trying my best. Rascallion! Yo! We saved Rascallion. I used a dimensional carver to return back home where Rascallion was finally reunited with his friends. I destroyed that blasphemous grave. Order has been restored. I checked out a few more things like this Farseer enemy at the world border, and then there was one final task. And here we are. RGB! 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 The RGB warden is real! Not me! Not me! Hey, bud, you wanna not? Yeah? Oh, Jesus. Oh, okay.